The chief of the Cherokee Nation wants Jeep to stop using the tribe's name on its vehicles. Jeep has used the Cherokee name for more than 45 years. Cherokee Principal Chief Chuck Hoskin Jr. said he thinks it's time for corporations and sports teams to retire the use of Native American names, images, and mascots. He said he's sure Jeep believes its use of the name honors the Cherokee people, but says it does not honor tribe members to have their name, quote, plastered on the side of a car. Major U.S. airlines say they will ask passengers on flights to the U.S. for information that public health officials could use for COVID-19 contact tracing. Alaska, American, Delta, Hawaiian, JetBlue, Southwest, and United said they will begin collecting information from travelers. The airlines will ask international passengers for names, phone numbers, and email and home addresses. At this point, it'll be voluntary. The carriers will then turn over the information to the CDC. French researchers are developing a new rapid COVID-19 test that connects to your smartphone to reveal your results at home. Ian Lee reports from London.
Ever since the pandemic began, researchers in France have been working on a way to test for COVID-19 quickly and accurately.
So since March, we try to develop a portable device which everybody can use at home.
The research at this French university started, oddly enough, with camels, llamas, and alpacas. Scientists took tiny antibody particles from the animals called nanobodies. After some complicated science, they produced a device that plugs into a smartphone. A nasal or saliva swab is placed onto a strip, and if nanobodies come into contact with the virus, the test will know it.
And you start your mobile phone and a signal will occur, and depending on the height of the signal, you can say if you're COVID positive and negative.
Researchers say initial trials of 300 samples were 90% accurate and delivered in 10 minutes. Creators of the Cordile 1 test say if it receives approval, it'll be cheap once manufacturing begins on a large scale, ultimately putting another weapon in the arsenal against the virus. Ian Lee, CBS News.
The next phase of the project is to run a 3-month trial on more than 1,000 people. A new study shows women may benefit from having female doctors. We'll explain when Valley News Live at 4 continues.